Of Sony's consoles have been pretty successful. All but the PS3 sold over 100 million, and the PS3 got over 80. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And the PlayStation 4 is definitely on its way to being another PlayStation success story. So, where do they go from here? Well, they could follow Xbox's plan of attack and try to go beyond console generations, but it doesn't look like that's their current path that they want to take. And it looks like they do want to make a PlayStation 5. Some rumors say that the PlayStation 5 would be released in 2018, which would be 5 years after the PlayStation 4, which seems reasonable, but I can't imagine they'd do it. I really can't, because, I don't know, the PlayStation 4 is just, it keeps selling. I mean, it hasn't stopped selling. If the sales were slowing down and people were losing interest in the system, then yeah, 2018 would probably be a good year. But if anything, PlayStation 4 sales have only increased year over year. So I really don't see Sony going for a new system as of yet. But when they do, what will they go for? Will they go for something more innovative now that graphics are starting to matter less and less? And by that I only mean, they're getting so good that it's hard to tell the difference between the better graphics. Some people would disagree, but I think that graphical improvements are becoming less and less important. So, what would they try to do with a PlayStation 5? Would they just make it more powerful? Or would they try to go for something different? I think, if I had to guess, they'll probably just go for something more powerful. Because that's really all they've done. They haven't ever taken a huge leap and made a console that played games in a whole new way. They've really just improved the features and functions and power of their systems. So I gotta believe that's kind of what they'll continue to do. But would that even work at that point? With Xbox possibly going beyond generations, would that leave Sony in a better position to market a console that's the only real new console? Or would it put them in a worse position because they'd be competing against a system that is just as powerful and has a very pre-built library of games? And I think it would probably end up working out pretty well for them. I think having something new will always get people excited. It's been proven time and time again that PlayStation consoles will sell. The only thing I really think could stop it is if Sony really got if they pulled another PlayStation 3, because when the PlayStation 3 came out, they made it extremely expensive and loaded it with a bunch of features, just assuming that people would buy it anyway, and they didn't. And so they had to cut tons of stuff out of it, and only after they did that were they able to catch up. And I could see that happening, but I think that Sony will release a PlayStation 5 probably 2019, and it will end up being pretty successful. Not quite as much as the PlayStation 4, but fairly successful. That's all I have for now, I guess. Thanks for watching.